Sri Gopal, PGT Physics from Kendriya Vidyalaya number 1. Today I teach you what is the torque on a current carrying loop when placed in the magnetic field. Means when a current carrying loop is placed in the magnetic field, what is the value of torque? What is its expression? For this, we consider a rectangular loop PQRS sustained vertically in the uniform magnetic field P, such that its area vector makes angle theta with the magnetic field as shown in the figure. Suppose L is the length of rectangle loop, B is the breadth of rectangle loop, and current I is flowing through it. So hence we can assume that the rectangular loop PQRS is made of 4 wires PQ, QR, RS, ST, and these 4 wires carrying current I. And we know when a current carrying wire is placed in the magnetic field, then it experiences a force whose magnitude is given by F equal to BIL sin theta. Therefore, these 4 wires of loop experience force. We want to determine these force. So at first, the force on R PQ is given by F1 is equal to, using this formula, BIL sin theta. B is magnetic field, I current, L length, and theta is the angle between current and magnetic field. So hence current is horizontal and magnetic field is vertical. So angle between current and magnetic field becomes 90 degree. This is your magnetic field, current, vertical. So theta 90 degree. So this will be BIL sin 90. The value of sin 90 is 1. So this becomes BIL. Now question is arises, what is the direction of this force? So direction of this force is determined by Fleming's left hand rule. What is Fleming's left hand rule? According to Fleming's left hand rule, if we stretch our forefinger, middle finger and thumb mutually perpendicular to each other of the left hand, such that forefinger indicate the direction of magnetic field, middle finger indicate the direction of current, then thumb indicate the direction of force. So by using this rule, we determine the direction of force F1. So hence magnetic field is horizontal and current is vertical. So direction of the force is this side. It is perpendicular to blackboard inward direction. By Fleming magnetic field, current, force perpendicular to blackboard, perpendicular to the blackboard in the inward direction. So this will be perpendicular to the blackboard inward direction. Similarly, force on arm QR F2 is given by same formula, B magnetic field, I current, and N length of wire. So length of wire QR is your B sin theta. Hence theta angle between current and magnetic field. So see this figure carefully. This is your magnetic field and this is your current, and it is your area vector. So area vector makes angle 90 degree with the edge of the coil. So this angle is your theta and this complete angle is your 90 degree, because area vector is perpendicular to the plane of coil. Suppose this is understand. Imagine this is your rectangle coil. So area vectors mean any vector which is perpendicular to the coil. So this is your rectangle coil PQRS, and it is your area vector. Area vector, this is your chart, and magnetic field is your horizontal. This is your magnetic field. So hence white chalk is your area vector. This is direction of current, and this is brown chalk is your direction of magnetic field. So hence this angle is theta. So this angle, other side angle becomes 90 minus theta. In this way, the angle between magnetic field and current will be 90 minus theta. The value of 90 minus theta is equal to cos theta, so this becomes PIB cos theta. Similarly, force on, now we determine direction of force F2 by using again Fleming-Left rule. So it is your direction of magnetic field, this is direction of current, so this is direction of force. In this case, the direction of force is along the axis of the coil in the upward direction. So this will be along the axis in the upward direction. Similarly, we determine force on our RS. F3 is given by same formula, B I L sin theta for RS. So magnetic field is horizontally or current is vertically downward. So angle between current and magnetic field will be 90 degree. So this will be BIL sin 90. The value of sin 90 is 1. So this becomes BIL. Again, what is the direction of F3? So again, we use Fleming-Left rule. Direction of magnetic field. This is direction of current. So direction of force is vertically. Direction of force is perpendicular to the blackboard in the outward direction, in this direction. So direction of F3 is perpendicular to the blackboard outward direction. Finally, force on are PS. F4, it is equal to DI, L means length, so the length is your D. QRD, so PS is also equal to D. Sin theta, angle between current and magnetic field. So hence, this is your direction of magnetic field and this is your direction of current. This is normal, which makes angle theta with magnetic field, and this angle is 90 degree. Normal, because normal is perpendicular to the surface of the coil. So this complete angle between D and I becomes 90 plus theta. So this will be 90 plus theta. Again 90 plus theta will be cos theta. So this will be DIP cos theta. And what is the direction of F4? So we again use Fleming's left hand rule. Magnetic field. This is magnetic field and this is current. So direction of force is along the axis of the coil downward. So this will be along the axis of coil downward. Dear student, in this way we see four forces F1, F2, F3 and F4 are acting on the rectangle coil PQRS, and it is clear that force F2 and F4 are equal, DIP cos theta, DIP cos theta, and opposite, F2 along the axis in the upward direction and F4 along the axis in the downward direction. So these two forces F2, F4 are equal, opposite and collinear. So they cancel out each other. These forces are this type. This is your F2 and F4. So F2, F4, these are equal, opposite and collinear, so cancel out each other. Remaining two forces F1 and F3 are also equal and opposite. F1 is perpendicular to the blackboard inward direction and F3 is perpendicular to the blackboard outward direction. Means, suppose this is your coil, so F3 inward direction, F4 outward direction. ये फोर्स इस डायरेक्शन में, ये वाला फोर्स F3 इस डायरेक्शन में. So these two forces F1 and F3 are equal, opposite but non-collinear. So they cannot cancel out each other. This is inward direction, outward direction. So this is F2 and F4 cancel out, but F1 and F3, these are equal, opposite but non-collinear, so not cancel out each other, and they form a couple of force whose torque is given by tau is equal to either force multiplied by perpendicular distance between them. So either force value of F1 or F3. This is PIL. And perpendicular distance. So perpendicular distance F1 is inward direction, F3 outward direction. So this, but suppose this is your T. So perpendicular distance will be TR. T at point T, force of F2 inward direction, at point R, force of F3 outward direction. So TR is a distance which is perpendicular F1 and F3 also. So this will be into TR. But in triangle TQR, hence in triangle TQR, this angle is 90 minus theta. So this angle is also 90 minus theta, vertical opposite angle, and this angle 90 degree. So this angle will be theta. So in triangle TQR, what is the value of sine of theta? So it is equal to perpendicular upon hypotenuse. This is the angle. So perpendicular will be PR and hypotenuse will be QR. Opposite side of 90 degree QR, and it is equal to B. So PR equal to B sin theta. So putting the value of PR in equation first, we get tau equal to BIL into B sin theta. But L into B, L is the length of rectangle coil, B is breadth, so L into B becomes area of rectangle coil. So we can write tau equal to BIA sin theta. So this is star which is acting in this rectangle loop. Now suppose this coil consists of n turns. Then torque will be n times. This torque is for only one turn. If this coil suppose have n turns, so torque will be n times NIAB sin theta. Again, suppose the coil is placed parallel to the magnetic field. This is your magnetic field and coil is placed parallel in this type. So what is the value of theta? Theta means angle between magnetic field and area vector. So area vector means perpendicular vector to the coil. So this is your area vector and this is magnetic field. So hence theta becomes 90 degree. So if coil this is one case, if coil R2 place parallel to magnetic field, then theta is equal to 90 degree. Therefore, tau equal to, this is tau, theta 90 degree. So this will be tau equal to NIAB sin 90. Value of sin 90 is 1 and it is maximum value of sin theta. So torque on the coil also becomes maximum, which is given by tau maximum is equal to NIAB. In second case, if coil placed perpendicular to the magnetic field, hence coil is placed perpendicular. This is your magnetic field, perpendicular to the magnetic field. So this is direction of B, and direction of area vector. This is your area vector. So magnetic field horizontal, area vector also horizontal. So angle between magnetic field and area vector will be 0. So hence, if the coil placed perpendicular to the magnetic field, then theta is equal to 0 degree, and if 0 degree, so sin 0 also becomes 0, and this is the minimum value of sin theta. So torque becomes minimum, which is given by, again this equation, tau minimum is equal to NIAB sin 0. Sin 0 means 0, so torque will be 0. So this means when coil is placed perpendicular to the magnetic field, then it experiences minimum torque, means 0 means no torque, and when coil is placed parallel to the magnetic field, so it experiences maximum torque, which is equal to NIAB. Thanks.